I must have been home between the summer of my junior and senior year, and he gets a call. We went up to what was then Vernon Hills Country Club. There was a guy lying absolutely dead as a doornail on the 18th green. His ball was this far from the cup. I said, the poor guy couldn't finish the round. But that was the first removal I ever made.
That's my great-great-grandfather,
Samuel Thomas.
1849.
In our little office, we put a little bookcase because I thought it was important for people to have a few books. So we had maybe 5, 6, 7 books. Well, then we heard of a funeral home in Staten Island that had a lending library. And she's developed this library over the course of probably 30 years.
Okay.
This is a lift for heavy personnel, heavy bodies. The embalmers who work in here, they gown down. Most of them wear protective clothing. We had that big AIDS scare back in the early 80s when people were afraid to even touch bodies. And to my knowledge, I know of no funeral director who ever got AIDS from a body. Yeah, these are the optional corners. There's your fish. And then these are, what we do also is...
Yeah, there are all kinds of designs in there.
The business began in 1832. Samuel Husted Benedict was the original funeral director, known as an undertaker in those days. And he worked out of a Presbyterian church in Lower Manhattan. He had come down from Danbury to settle in New York, and he began the business, and his son, Charles Augustus Benedict, took over. Charles served in the Civil War in the 7th Regiment in 1861. He opened the first building, 60 Carmine Street, shortly after that. He officiated in all the details of the President Garfield's, who was assassinated in 1881. And his son, Clarence Augustus, began the transition from Lower Manhattan up here into Westchester County. He moved into the Crestwood area at the turn of the century, and in early 1900s, he opened a business here to go along with the business still existing at 115 West 13th Street. And we've been in this present location since 1939, and our 6th generation, Carrie, came on board in 1996. We have several options for a 7th generation, but that's going to have to wait a little bit.